Stop it.
The size of the fields and the farmsteads grow as you get closer to Valenciensis, the old border city in the north. The old city wall is much too small for the size of today's settlement. Everywhere little cottages, and even the odd magnificent estate, extend beyond the wall.
The house that Henson was talking about must be somewhere on the south wall. We need the bell if we're going to open the path through the mountains.
You try to gain access to the city, but the guards on the wall are unyielding. The orc armies in the south and the movement of the Perish land has prompted the city council to lock Valenciensis up. You try not to show your disappointment, but Boindil looks at you curiously.
Is a house full of dusty books really that important, scholar? That's no place for a dwarf.
There are also books by dwarves and about dwarves in that archive. They've practically got everything that has ever been written. They've even got notes on the races of Girdlegard, singularities and oddities, by M.A. Het.
A book about dwarves? That really can't be any good at all.
You follow the street to an estate on the south wall, which is surrounded by a fence. The paved path to the door is lined with hydrangea. You knock on the door gently, and after a while it is opened by a chubby man in expensive clothes. The man gives you a fleeting glance.
We don't want to buy anything.
He intends to close the door again without waiting for your answer.
Wait, I've been told you have a rare bell? Fire Eater.
The man pauses.
Fire Eater? How?
Before he can finish what he's saying, a red-haired woman pushes past him. She is also wearing expensive clothes and is heavily made up. After she gives him a stern look, the man disappears into the house. She scrutinizes you with greenish-blue eyes.
How do you know about that, Shorty?
Hey, watch it, lady.
I, heard from someone in the city.
In the city? What, the city whose gates are closed to everyone? Of course, I believe that. Go to Tion, groundling, and don't come back.
Before you can reply, the door is slammed in your face. You go back to the rest of the group.
Doesn't look like it went too well. Maybe I should try my luck, Tungdil. I can be very persuasive.
Rodario follows the hydrangea-lined path to the door in elegant strides. He knocks on the door energetically, and a little later the door is opened by a red-headed woman. When she sees Rodario, her expression lightens. She opens the door fully and takes a tentative step forward.
What can I do for you? Are you a singer? An actor? Or a lute player?
The name is Rodario Fairmaid, gifted showman, mime and dramatist. At your service.
Rodario elegantly pulls the hat from his head and bows before her.
Your wonderful hydrangeas really caught my attention. You have exquisite taste.
The woman's greenish-blue eyes sparkle at his charm, and Rodario can't deny himself a smile, confident of victory.
Oh, you are a real charmer, Mr. Rodario. I'm sure you flatter all the ladies like this, don't you?
Oh no, by no means, my love. I just can't avoid it when I see beauty such as yours.
Oh, don't play with my feelings, Mr. Rodario. You probably haven't even noticed the color of my eyes.
She playfully turns her head away to hide her face.
I will never be able to forget your greenish-blue eyes as long as I live.
A smile follows, then a glance from those eyes, which are indeed a greenish-blue.
It would seem to me you have a skilled tongue and a love of details.
Anyone who does not notice your beauty must be walking through life with eyes closed. In terms of my tongue.
Oh, Mr. Rodario. How about a private presentation of your skills?
Lady
Rodario
killer.
lays an experienced hand around the woman's waist and disappears into the house with her.
At your service, my dear.
Oh, baby. He's getting that bell for free.
Rodario comes out of the house with a broad grin on his face and the bell in a bag.
The bell, as ordered. Apart from the esteemed Nomura, no woman has ever resisted my sweet words, not to mention my hands when...
All right, all right.
You feel your cheeks turning red as you imagine what Rodario has just done.
My man.
The familiar jetty is empty, but you can see Samuel.
So, we meet again.
Not at the moment, thank you.
Oh, well, no skin off my nose.
Your path leads you once again to the minstrel cup. You enter the tavern again and sit at a free table. As usual, Boindil orders a round of ale, which is promptly brought over.
Good day, gentlemen.
Get lost, groundling.
Be quiet! The good dwarf may want to make use of our services if you stop insulting him.
The mercenary immediately becomes sheepish and concentrates on his tankard of beer.
My name is Gettin, the leader of this troop.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Gurnham. I am Tungdil Goldhand. I actually do wish to inquire after your services against an orc camp in the west.
The leader of the mercenaries looks at you, trying to size you up.
You and your companions look as though you know how to handle your weapons. Must be a damn big orc camp.
Otherwise, we wouldn't ask for your help. So, are you in?
Why not? 500 gold coins for me and 9 of my men, in advance.
You go back to the mercenaries. They look up briefly before turning back to their drinks.
So, have you made your decision, dwarf?
That's a lot of gold coins. Ooh, let Rodario negotiate with the mercenaries. Maybe Nomura, because she's a woman. Yeah, that's probably better.
You send Nomura to try and haggle down the price of the mercenaries.
If it'll help against the orcs. Hey guys, we need your help with a couple of orcs. Name your price.
The men look up, and as they see who is standing in front of them, their faces brighten.
Yeah.
We wouldn't take money from someone like you, sweetheart. I'm sure you can show your appreciation in other ways.
Nomura says nothing. She stares into the man's eyes, and he falls silent. He seems to shrink and to have lost the capacity to talk. Finally, Nomura looks away and turns to go.
All right then, I'll find someone else.
Wait, stay here, darling.
The young mercenary jumps up and tries to hold Nomura back by the arm, but she sidesteps quickly and he grasps at thin air. He trips over Nomura's foot, which just happens to be in the right place, and clatters to the floor.
Oh, come on, boys. Don't you know how to treat a lady?
The leader of the mercenaries smiles at Nomura, revealing several missing teeth.
For such a beautiful woman like you, we'll make a very special price. For 250 gold pieces, we'll demonstrate what we're capable of.
And that's why I let Nomura haggle.
Here is your payment. 250 gold coins.
You place a pouch containing the counted coins on the table in front of Gurnham.
We will seize the orc camp with you, and then perhaps celebrate a bit?
He grins over at Nomura, who manages with some effort to avoid killing the mercenary. You go to the bar where the landlady is working and sit on...
Do you have any... Nope, doesn't have anything different.
You nod. Bavragor and Boindil, who are...
I like how there's a lot of options. Like,
You enter Seaton and take a look round. The priest is lost in thought.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't find the thieves. We will have to call off the search.
The priest's expression darkens.
Justice has been served. Good day.
You leave You nod goodbye.
if let me whoops. Let me save before. I kind of want to know what'll happen if I tell them.
You are accompanied.
Oh, I can't even. I just got evil looks. Okay.